So it's been about a month since I updated Forex Trendy. If we look at here, I think it was May 25th was the last update for Forex Trendy. And for those of you that are sitting on the sidelines thinking, should we get it? Should we not get it? Look, you try this stuff out, and if you like it, you like it, you keep it. If you don't, you return it. But Forex Trendy and the other one I've been updating a lot, Fibble Quantum, both of those have been absolutely consistently reliable so far. And I've done a lot of videos on Forex Trendy. So we're going to be looking, and it's like, you don't have to sit in front of your computer. All right, just so you know, under settings, you can send alerts to yourself. Okay, you can click this, send alerts with your settings, default settings. If you're going to get your alerts, I'd probably do this one here, have the website running on your computer, and SMS as well. So like I said, it was the 25th of May of 2018 was the last update. So let's see what's happened since that. So we're going to start with the Euro US dollar weekly. It was a sell signal at 1.1669. So let's see where we are. Well, it looks like we're just chopping around. I guess it's around here. We had the entry. That was a breakdown of a bear flag. And it's still chopping around here. So it hasn't, this is really tight here. So it's dropped down a little bit. 1540. So there has been some movement in this currency pair on this weekly time frame. So you'd be sitting through this still. And you know what? If you're looking for longer term profits, this is what's going to happen. You're going to sit through a lot of this kind of stuff. If you think about this move up here, for example, let's say there was a breakout here and it was a setup. You're going to be sitting through this. And yes, it can be tough. And I know a lot of people like to click exit and take their money, but that's not how you make a lot of profits. Okay, if you could sit through this, and it takes a strong mental mind, to be honest, to sit through it, well, you get rewarded. It's like this big drop here. I'm not saying you'd catch all of it, but you'd be sitting through this for about a year, and a lot of traders, they couldn't do it, but you have to. Forget day trading. Let's just keep going here. So that was on May 23rd. So that one just kind of happened here. We have this one, not this one. Let's go. Oh, we're in June here. So let's go to a Euro CAD daily chart as a buy. Let's see how this is done. Wow, this one's really worked out well. The entry on this was 1.5189. The first target was 61.52. We haven't reached it. That's way up in here. Obviously, if you're using higher time frames, you're going to get bigger targets. But it has gone up to, it looks like it's about 56, so that's about 400 pip move. That's pretty good. And then up to here after this big drop, and a lot of traders would see this and panic. Just make sure that when you're doing this, you're setting your stop intelligently, right? A lot of people put tight stops. A lot of Forex traders do tight stops because they're opening up accounts with $100, so they're keeping their stop really tight so they can increase their position size, but that's just not the way you trade. So if you, as I mentioned earlier, if you're taking these kind of trades on the daily charts, for example, you want to see some bigger moves, and you're going to have to suffer through stuff like this. Okay. So that's EuroCAD. That one's underway, and it's working out well. We haven't hit first target yet, but again, you want to manage these trades as well. Don't just go for the targets. Understand price action, and just find out by looking at the chart like this here. We have a base, right? We have a move up after the breakout. This is fine. A lot of traders think, well, if it doesn't just take off, it's a failed breakout. No, it's not a failed breakout. Even if it comes back inside here a little bit, it's not a failed breakout. Okay, this is if you think about what it takes to break out of something, this congestion here. Think about that for a second. If price pulls back in, that doesn't necessarily negate the breakout, right? It's not a failure. So you got to really think these things through. This one just started here on the 21st. It was a triangle here. This one is it's a sell, so we got the sell right. It's just chopping around. So it did drop about 20 odd pips or so. Obviously, haven't hit any targets. Your first target 72.41, so it's a down by this area here. But again, if you get a momentum thrust down and then you get basing at the lows, that's actually still bearish. All right. What you don't want to see is hard thrust against you. This totally makes sense here. It's like when you see this kind of stuff, price breaks down, right? That's strong. You even have a gap here, and it could be their data. I don't know. But if you just look at that as a gap, you get basing at the lows, that's bearish. So this trade's underway, and it's still going on. This is a 4-hour chart on gold. It's a sell signal way over here. What did it break down at? 1298. Your first target was 1281. Well, it's down at 1262. You hit 1, 2, and 3 targets on this trade. So from $1,298 down to $1,265. Successful trade. Let's go to a rising wedge on the pound US 4-hour sell signal. Well, there you go. So again, just because you do get these up moves back after a breakout, it doesn't mean the breakout has failed. So make sure you understand that. So we get down to 3105. So if you think we got down to our second target, down to 30, let's just say 3130, just for the math, from 3372, that's a good trade, right? It's a great trade. Success, pound US rising wedge sell signal. What is this one? That's interesting. I don't know if it's the same one, unless a different pattern. No, same pattern. Oh, that's interesting. Let's go to the US dollar, Japanese yen, the 19th. It was a sell signal. I guess it's right here. Breaks down, goes back up. Again, here's another example. Just because it goes back up, it didn't take out the high, right? So we're not putting in higher highs yet. So the downtrend is still intact, but we have put in a higher low. So unless we get a breakdown of this move down, we're going to start running into some trouble here with the down move. So your first target's 109.54. It doesn't get there, but it did break from 110.16. So you can look at these targets, which is fine. But one way you might want to manage these is find out what your risk is, and which is hopefully you're using an ATR multiple, and just look out to do something at 1R, right? Run 1 times your risk. Aussie CAD triangle buy signal. Let's see what happens here. Oh, this took off nicely. This entry was at 98.39, and the target, it was 99.32. It's gone that high, 99.32. I actually just made the first target. So that's a good trade too, right? Success. If you hit targets, I don't look at the targets. I look more at what am I risking. And if the trade is gone at least 1R, that trade is succeeding. And there's absolutely no way I'm going to take a loss on that trade, ever. So again, there's some challenges, obviously. You know, trading is never a straight line to profits. But I think with Forex Trendy, you can see, you know, these are working out just fine. So that's it for Forex Trendy. I just wanted to do my monthly update. Everything's playing out. And yeah, you could certainly go smaller time frames, but patterns work better on higher. So that's going to be about it. Check out the link. Sign up. Take it for a spin. I think you'll be impressed. I know I've gotten a lot of feedback on my YouTube channel about Forex Trendy. And I'm glad those who have chosen to use it are sticking with it and are finding success. Good for you.